Hi
Hello.
guys.
Hi there.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm just joining people right now, seeing who's showing up.
are we webinar or are we regular?
We're webinar,
Okay.
and I'm sorry to keep bouncing you guys around with this, but hey, I'm learning. How is webinar versus meeting for you guys in terms of the experience on your end?
Well, you're the only one that we can see. And with the other Zoom, in a Zoom meeting,
Yeah.
that you can actually see us also if you're close enough to your computer.
Mm-hmm.
But also in the meeting, we get to see who else is in the meeting. And that kind of makes a connection and feels like, we actually are a class and
Yeah, yeah.
not just two people on the other ends of computers somewhere.
I hear you. It's unfortunate that the limitations of the technology are such that it's better for me to do this as a webinar. But it seems like there's that limitation in terms of, at least with Zoom webinars, and of you guys being able to see each other, or me being able to see you either. I can't see anybody either. And I'm trying to see if there's a way to shift that. Oh yeah, there is. Theoretically, I could see you. That's interesting. Why can't I see you?
Oh,
Let me
Mike.
just unmute everybody. I see your names, but I don't see your video feeds.
On webinars, I'm not so sure that you're going to be able to.
Huh, interesting. Okay. It is what it is for today. So I think it's probably pretty much time to start. Maybe some other people will join us. We'll see. I'll kind of keep an eye on that. And I think I'm going to kick us off here. Yeah, that's my plan.
How many are here right now?
We've got 5 of us in total so far.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll just go with it. And if you guys can speak if you want to, although I probably want to start teaching a lot, request that you mute yourselves. There's probably a way for me to mute you all anyway. Who knows what it is? Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. Never mind.
I don't.
Okay, so I'm going to start the class. So go ahead and mute yourself, just so we don't have a lot of extraneous sound coming in. Okay, you're all muted. Hopefully that worked out. All right, let us begin this class. I think we've got one new person here. Okay, I'm just trying to get the balance right on how this looks. Not quite right. Move this over. Okay, I think that's better. Good. Okay, I'm going to start this class. All right, welcome to Qigong. Okay, we're going to start with Juju Yangshan Qigong. So you want to keep the legs straight, turn the hips in a circle. Start taking deep, full breaths. And the Juju Yangshan is just to really introduce yourself to your body. Introduce your body to you paying attention to it. Yeah, deep, full breaths. Keep circling the hips. Keep on going. And let's turn in the other direction. So as you're turning, you want to keep the arms floating a little bit out in front of you. Keep the head kind of stable so that as the hips shift over to your left side, the right side of your neck opens up, vice versa. But the object of Juju Yang Shang is actually to take your body through these rhythmical motions that open up the joints and the joint spaces. So as your hips come forward, let your shoulders go back. So your hips come to the back, let the shoulders come forward, let the shoulder blades sink down and away from the spine. And now start to come up so that the heel of the empty leg, that's the leg that's not bearing weight, comes up off the ground. So the posture might be a little bit wider, though it doesn't have to be, but you're going to bring that heel up off of the ground as you transfer your weight to the opposite side. Now this will send a different kind of trajectory through your body. Deep, full breaths. And let's reverse the direction again, but now coming up off of the heel. Extend your hip as far over as you can, one side to the other side. Lift your sacrum up in the back, and then let your belly extend forward. All right, good. And stand a little bit wider and simply turn. Turn, put your hands on your hips and turn your hips. Keep your legs straight. Keep your feet parallel on the inside line of the feet. Feet pointed straight forward. Keep turning, 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 and to the other side. Turn, 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 turn. Now, as you turn all the way as far as you can, then let yourself come forward a little bit. And turn back the other way. Turn as far as you can, let yourself come forward. We're going to play with elongating the spine. Now, as you explore and experiment, coming forward like this, bending at the gua, bending right at the hip joint. Don't bend your spine, keep your spine straight. And then you could take your hands and push your knees back, but explore this extension forward. And push the sits bones back. Push your butt back as your head and your spine extend forward. Letting yourself come down a little lower, a little lower. And then let's stop to your right side. I'm going to mirror you and turn your hips as far as you can, but keep the foot pointing straight forward and press down with the big toe. Press down with the line of the big toe, the line from the big toe to the ankle. Keeping that foot there, just anchored in, starting to pulse your body, pulsing down. Yeah, let me check the other side. Go to the other side, pulsing down. You keep working this for a minute. I'm going to check my phone and see if there's anybody trying to get online who can't. Keep on working that left side. All right, good. And now, dropping down, come out about 20, 30 degrees, extending down to the foot. And to the other side. Instead of turning all the way, you're going to come out 20, 30 degrees, extending your face towards the top of the foot, pulsing through it. All right, good. And the other side again. And now drop the elbow down. Coming down a little bit, still pulsing towards the foot. And now tighten all the leg muscles, just lock them up and keep pulsing, and then release the muscles and pulse again. On the other side, dropping the elbow down, pulsing towards it. Push the leg back, push the knee back, and now tighten all the muscles, pulse, release all the muscles, and keep pulsing. Good. We're coming so that your weight's in the middle. Keep the spine straight. Don't bend your upper back forward. Keep it straight. Just letting yourself sink down from your hips. And don't be too worried if it's hard for you, if you can't do it the same way that I'm doing it. It doesn't matter, because it takes time. It takes time to develop something like this for many people. Of course, there are some people that have a type of flexibility that it's easier for them, but for many of us, it's harder. And that's okay. It takes time. Coming down. Swaying from side to side, moving through your sacroiliac joints. Now let's bring the hands out. Push the butt back, bring the hands forward. And now extend out over your hands. Breathe through your fingertips. And let's go the other way. All right, good. Now extend all the way forward. Again, dropping down. Drop your hip down. Roll down. You can't stay up on your fingertips. It's okay to go down on your hands, but it's good to try to stay on your fingertips for a while. Let's go the other way. All right, good. And coming back. Push the hands down. And then keep the fingers on the ground and lift up the hands so you're stretching through the knuckles, extending in circles out over the knuckles. And let's reverse that. Circling out. Now put the hands down flat and then bring your weight forward. Make these horizontal circles with your chest and your body. Now opening up the wrist joints. And reversing. All right, good. Let's transfer the weight to the right. Coming down. And pulsing through the position. On the other side. Pulsing through the position. So you want to put one hand on the foot, push the elbow into the knee to keep the knee back. Extend down your leg, keep your back up. And again, with the pulsing. On the other side. Okay. Let's come up into this Qigong, commonly known as teacups. You're going to take it slowly and let yourself arch back. And just allow yourself to experience that arching. Arching back. So the idea of teacups is that you could have a teacup balanced on your hand and you would never drop it. Transfer the weight to your right and then to your left, and then back to your right, and then the teacup passes to the other hand, transferring your weight to the left, and then the right, and then the left, and to the middle. The hand goes out flat. Now, let your belly come forward. Roll your weight back. Transfer your weight side to side. Very good. Let's go into Gongbu. So push forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Stretching from the pelvic floor and the inner thighs so that the back leg pushes back, the front leg pushes forward, but you're turned in the direction that you're facing, forward and back. Now pick up the back foot, drop the back knee down, and again, forward and back, forward and back. Sitting straight back down, drop the back knee, front knee down, drop the back knee down, turn your body, keeping that front leg straight and locked in place. On the other side. Turn the hips all the way in the direction you're facing. And roll the back leg back and roll the front leg forward, and do that movement simultaneously. So there's an expansion, compression to the floor of the pelvis and the inner thighs. Pick up the back foot, drop the back knee down, and again with that expansion, compression. Fair enough. Front leg straight down. Turn your body. Keep the front leg straight, knee locked down, back knee sunk down, back heel up. Good. Let's go back into sucking the hips for a minute. Just an easy suckling. We're going to do some things to work with loosening up the arms. So let's work with this one. So the upper arm is going to go up at 45 degrees, the lower arm down at 45 degrees, and it's going to ripple up your spine. So there's a rippling all the way up your spine through the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then release. Now I'll stand to the side, maybe you can get another kind of way of looking at this. And the other side. Okay. And now straight out to the side. So if you would take this in slow motion, I'm going to mirror you. I'm going to sink my weight down all the way through my left foot. And then the weight wave is going to emerge from underneath my left foot, moving sequentially through each joint. So going ankle, knee, hip, crossing the body up the spine. And the spine is rippling to shoulder, elbow, wrist, and out through the hand. And the other side. Okay. And now just simply sink your hands down. So you're going to drop your weight down. The hands are going to move like this. They're going to drop down like this and then sink all the way down. All right, good. Now we're ready for Gendoi, standing Qigong. Let's start off in Wuji. Feet are shoulder width apart. Feet parallel on the inside line of each foot. So each foot's inside line is parallel to the other one. Drop your weight down a little bit. Roll your thighs out. Roll your elbows forward. Open your armpits. Sink your shoulders. Open your hands. Drop your chin down, but lift the back of the neck up. All right, let's bring the arms up into our first standing posture. So the chin is dropped down, but the back of the head is lifted up. So your neck will straighten a little bit. The shoulders are sunk down. The hands remain at the level of the face. So if you can sink the top of your shoulders down by relaxing them, and then allow your shoulder blades to separate down and away from the spine. You may or may not be able to do that or feel that because it takes a little bit of working with it. But the value of doing that is you want to be able to separate out the shoulder blades from the spine in order to unblock all the fascia and all the connective tissue in the shoulder neck area. Take deep breaths. Breathe into your belly and let your belly expand. Relax the pelvic floor muscles, the anal sphincter muscles. Drop your weight down a little bit. Let your sacrum extend down towards the ground. Roll your thighs out. Make sure that you're not kind of leaning back at an angle. Make sure that if you had a bar right across the front of your hips, you could just drop in a little bit over that bar. That will actually straighten your spine. It's helpful when you first start standing Qigong to have a mirror to the side so you can see if you're standing straight or if you're leaning forward, or if you're leaning back. You could probably do that with your computer too. The tip of the tongue is going to be on the roof of the mouth. and say yes to your experience. Say yes to any discomfort. Just allow it. It's okay. Stay present to whatever is in the present moment of your experience. Your breathing, the sounds around you, the sensations of your body. All right, let's take 10 breaths. With each breath, focus on the sensation of your lower dantian, that's your belly, especially underneath the navel. When you breathe in and when you breathe out, focus on the sensations of your lower dantian and your hands. Breathing in, just your belly. Breathing out, your belly and your hands. Count off 10 breaths. Very good. Bring your hands down into this position. Deep, full in breaths. Sitting down, surrendering to the sensations in your body. It's okay if you shake. It's okay if it's achy. It's okay if you're getting hot or sweating. If you feel like you're going to pass out, that's not so okay. If you do feel like you're going to pass out, just sit down on the ground right away. It's very unlikely. Very occasionally it will happen when people first start doing standing Qigong. But you'll feel dizzy. Feel this interrelationship of movement of energy between your belly and your hands. We're going to work with some one-legged Qigongs. Bring your feet close together. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees. And step straight forward with your left foot. Bring your arms up. So you're going to be in this kind of a position, but with your feet, you're going to bring all the weight onto the back leg, but elevate the toes of the front foot. So just the heel of the front leg is on the ground. Both legs are bent. Hands are out at a 45-degree angle, out in front of you. Hands are going to be out like this, out in front of the body. When you breathe out, push your weight back until you can feel it pressing into your kidneys. As you push your weight back, you're going to notice that the qi flows forward through your hands, through your fingertips. As you breathe out, you're breathing out through your fingertips, and also you're pushing back into your back at the same time. So your body is kind of stretching back and stretching forward simultaneously as you breathe out. Okay, let's switch sides. So you're going to bring the feet close together. Turn the left foot out 45 degrees, bring the right foot straight forward, pick up the toes. Keep all the weight on the back leg, bend both legs. Deep, full breaths. Breathe through your hands. You don't breathe just into your hands, but through them, past them. All right, good. Now, bring your feet together. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees. Bring the left foot up. You're going to just tuck the heel behind the knee. Bring the hands up, palms flat, facing to the sky. Sit your body down. Bend the leg you're standing on. And just relax. Deep, full breaths. Roll the elbows forward. Lift the hands up to the level of the eyebrows. Sink the shoulders. Open the fingers. All right, good. On the other side. Standing Qigong may seem hard at first, but if you practice every day, it gets easier within a month, within a few weeks, right? And then what it does is it starts to generate healing energy. It starts to build up in your system. Your body starts to store more qi. The side effect of that is good health. All your health problems will start to back off, will start to become less prominent as you practice standing Qigong every day. Simple. There are things that heal anything, practically anything really. And standing Qigong is one of them. Now remember, sink the shoulders, separate the shoulder blades away from the spine, drop the chin down, lift the back of the head up, roll the elbows forward, lift the hands to the height of the eyebrows, and then extend, push the fingers and extend the arms out. All right, good. Bring the feet together. Turn the right foot out 45 degrees. Bring the knee up. Extend the hands forward. Like this. Hands are open, extended straight out. Drop the foot down, lift the knee up. If you find yourself at home losing your balance, it's okay. The only way to really find your balance is to lose it and then re-find it. And balance is the first thing to go as you get older, one of the first signs of aging. So you want to correct your balance, strengthen your balance. Okay, let's work the other side. All right, good. Pick up your leg and bring it out to the side, all the way to the side. Drop the foot down. Bring your arm to the 45-degree angle. All right, good. Other side. Bring the leg up. Bring it out to the side. Remember, the foot that you're standing on is at a 45-degree angle. The leg that you're standing on is slightly bent in all of these Qigongs. All right, good. Stand with your feet together, close together, not exactly touching, but fairly close. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees. Pick up your left foot and then cross it so that it's just crossed right over and is resting on the other leg, just above the knee. Bring your hands together in a prayer position. Drop the thumbs down so they're pointing in towards your chest. All right, the other side. Feet together. Turn the left foot out 45 degrees. And then just sit down. All right. Go into Wuji. Stand, sit down, relax, shut your eyes, breathe. Just notice how your body's feeling right now. Feel into the energy fields of your body. Now we're going to go into the 8 brocades. Let's take like a 1 minute intermission. Just move your body around, just kind of change up the frequency a little bit. All right. Start taking some deep breaths. Deep, full breaths. Really full, deep breaths. Expanding your body like a bellows when you breathe in. Expand your belly so that it expands to the front, the sides, the back, so that it expands downwards into your pelvic cavity, upwards into your solar plexus, especially into the sides of your belly and then into the back, filling the area of your back opposite your belly and filling the kidneys. And when you've got the whole belly expanding in all directions, and then breathe in, expand your belly, and then expand your solar plexus. And breathe out. When you expand the solar plexus, expand it to the front, so the lower ribs expand to the front. Expand those lower ribs to the side. Expand those lower ribs into the back. So that just like with the belly, the solar plexus expands in all directions. And now, breathing in, filling up the belly, the solar plexus, and then the chest. The normal tendency when you fill the chest is to fill the front of the chest, but I actually want you to focus on filling the back of the chest. And once the back of the chest is filled, fill the sides of the chest. And then some of that energy will flow into the front, and then you breathe out. So you expand your chest in all directions. Also expand the chest downwards into the lower ribs and upwards towards the throat. So belly, solar plexus, chest. A 3-stage in-breath. Relax as you breathe out. Let everything drop down. Let the chest and the solar plexus sink. Let the belly sink and continue its expansion as it sinks. Your belly expands on the in-breath and then kind of re-expands while sinking down on the out-breath. The expansion of the belly on the in-breath is straight out in all directions. The expansion of the belly on the out-breath is kind of a sinking down. Establishing this deep 3-stage in-breath. All right, let's start the apricates. Reaching down, breathing in, and breathe out. Sink the belly down. Bring the chi up the spine, and then down the front midline of the body. So the Changmai. Expand the central tube of energy in the middle of your body, and before your hands get above your solar plexus, turn them over and sink them down. Sink the chi to the perineum, roll the pelvis in, draw up slightly on the pelvic floor muscles, draw the chi and the breath up the spine, around the head, and then down the front midline of the body. Deep, full breaths. You're always going to breathe in a wave through your movement so that the breath extends just a little bit past your movement. Also bring the chi down in an oval around you, a light-filled, shining oval. So breathing in the Chong tube of energy through the middle of your body, and breathe out, sink the chi down to the perineum. And breathing in up the Du channel, lifting up each vertebra from the one below. And then as you breathe out, the Renmai down the front and the Daimai, light-filled oval of energy around you, all around you, in all directions around you. deep, full breaths. All right, good. Standing Wuji. So you're sitting down a little bit, you're relaxed. Elbows rolled forward, the armpits are open, the floor of the pelvis, the inner thighs are open. Take deep, full breaths. Don't think about how to do it. Just take deep, full breaths. Okay, standing a little bit wider into a horse stance. Second of the 8 brigades, working with white sparkling energy. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Now you're standing wider than shoulder width. Your feet are parallel on the inside line. As you move to the left, you're going to pivot on your left heel and follow on the ball of the right foot. And then simply reverse your foot motions. Just bring them back to parallel. So we're moving from a horse stance, this position, into a bow stance, gongbu, this position. Back to the horse stance, mabu. We're just going to play in this Qigong and in a few of the next Qigongs with this alternating motion from horse stance to bow stance. All of these Qigongs from the Baduanjian, 8 pieces of brocade, are connected to rhythmical, pulsational motion. Let your breath fill your whole body and possess your whole body. And breathe beyond your movement. So beyond your hands, beyond your feet. Let your breath move out in front of your movement. In order to make a movement, first you have the intention, the intent, the E. And then you let the breath and the Qi follow the intent. And then the body follows the breath and the Qi. This is always how it is, but we want to make it very conscious in Qigong. Drawing upon the white sparkling energy from crystals and rocks under the ground. Feel that white sparkling energy fill up the inside of your body. And now drawing upon the white sparkling energy from the sky and the clouds and the air. And as you breathe out, feeling it fill the whole of your body, through your feet down into the ground. So as you come up, white sparkling energy from the crystals and rocks, filling your body, going beyond your body. And then in this position, gathering white sparkling energy from the clouds and the sky and the air, and then bring it down so it rolls down through your body. Harmonizing in this way the 2 aspects of the metal Qi. The crystallizing aspect and the airy aspect, the gaseous aspect. filling your body. White sparkling energy filling every cell of your body. Beautiful white sparkling particles from the sky pouring through the inside of your body. Okay, standing in Wuji again. Going back to deep, full breaths. Don't think about it, just let your body take the deepest, fullest breaths that it can. Letting the breath move through you, letting parts of your body open. Now the third of the appliques, just with the feet shoulder width apart, not too wide, reaching down, drawing golden yellow earth energy, sparkling particles of golden yellow energy. Draw it up into your body, into your navel, filling the whole side of the body, and then pivoting. Pivot back as you breathe in. Ball of sunlight coming into your upraised arm, and breathing out as this ball of sunlight descends through the inside of the side of your body. And again, millions of particles of golden yellow energy filling your whole body. And then concentrate them down towards the navel. And then filling the side of your body corresponding to your rising hand. Stretch your arms and legs, pivot. And then come back. A ball of sunlight in your upraised hand. And bring that ball of sunlight down through the whole side of your body, illuminating the interior of your body with light. Filling your whole body with golden yellow particles, every cell, every part. And breathing out, gather that to the navel. And from under the ground, golden yellow particles filling all the way up through the side of your body. And pivoting, connect to a ball of sunlight. Hold the breath in, and as the hand passes the region of your mouth and throat, start to breathe out. Feel these golden yellow particles streaming through your body. Deep, full breaths. Relax. Keep your hands out in front of your belly. Let your body find the deepest, fullest breaths it can. Very good. We're going to work with the fourth of the 8 brigades, working with water, chi, blue water energy. Breathing in, blue water energy pouring into your body through both heels. Turn the hands over. As you breathe out, sink the chi down as you turn your head to the right. Now drawing blue water energy in through the left heel. And then down through the left heel, the head turns to the front. Both hands palm up, blue water energy through both heels fills your entire body rapidly. And then let that blue water energy pour down through your right heel as your head turns to the left. So you're always going to breathe the blue water chi in and out through the heel, opposite the way your head is turning. Keeping your head to the left, drawing blue water energy in through the right heel. And then down through the right heel. Both heels, palms up. Immerse yourself in blue water chi, like an ocean of it, filling your body, pouring through you. As the blue water energy pours down through your right heel, roll the elbows up to draw it up through the right heel. The fingers trailing, and then roll the elbows slowly down to press the water chi down through that heel. Both heels. Whole body rapidly filling with this blue water energy. As the blue water energy flows through your body, it's going to soften anything that needs to be softened, and it's going to moisten anything that needs moistening, and it's going to dissolve anything that needs to be dissolved out of your body. Or your mind. The water energy flooding and filling everything within you. Your body, your mind, your soul, everything is filling up with the water chi. All right, good. Standing Wuji. Take deep, full breaths. Don't think about it. Don't think about how you're standing. Just take deep, full breaths. Let your breath encompass the space around you. Breathing in, filling the space to the sides of you. Filling the space in the front and back of you. Now filling the space under the ground, underneath you. Feel what it's like to breathe through whatever building you're standing in, down into the earth. Now breathing up into the sky. Again, go through whatever building you're in. And breathe into the sky. Feel that breath energy. Feel like you can fill up the space above you and feel into it. Breathe into the space in front of you. Now breathe into the space behind you. Deep, full breaths. Okay, we're going to work with the fifth of the 8 brigades. So we'll be working with the energies of fire. And again, we're going to be moving in this exercise from the bow stance, gongbu, to the horse stance, mabu. Standing wider a little bit. Breathing in. At the top of your in-breath, pause and elongate your spine, stretch upwards. Feel filled with a pink energy. The energy of fire transmuted into warmth, transmuted into light. Feel compassion filling your heart. Feel your cheekbones filling with joy and compassion. And then breathing out. As you breathe out, red energy. Sink the chi into your belly. Shoot it from your belly through your hands. Breathing in, compassion and love. Lift upwards vertically. Pause for a second or two. Breathing out, vitality, energy, red energy. Extending out horizontally. So vertical. Compassion for yourself, love for yourself, and then vitality, shooting from your belly right through your hand. Compassion for yourself and others, filling your body and your head with pink energy, and then drop the chi down into the belly, red energy. Now filling your whole body, completely filling up with a beautiful pink energy. And then as you breathe out, from your belly emerging red energy that fills your body and shoots out through your hands. Pink energy expanding into your heart, your chest, the cheekbones of your face, filling your whole body and the space around you. And then red energy shooting out. Pink energy as you breathe in, vertical lifting, red energy as you breathe out, horizontal extension. Good, good. Stand, relax. Take deep, full breaths. Fill your whole body with pink energy, with red energy, and fill the space around you with that energy. Fill the space around you with compassion. All right, good. Let's work with the sixth of the 8 brigades. Working with the green force. Breathing in. Drawing the green force up through your body, the force of the trees and the plants. So reaching down, drawing on the roots, and then the trunk coming right up your spine. The limbs going underneath your shoulder blades, and the branches down your arms, and the twigs through your fingers as you open them. Touch your thumb to your index finger, breathing in a canopy of leaves that surrounds you. Roll your hands over, touch the thumbs to the ring fingers, and then the fruits and the flowers and the seeds descending down. Okay, again, the roots, breathing in. The limbs, the branches, back fist punch, and the twigs. And then touching thumb to index finger, the leaves of the canopy, millions of leaves surrounding you. Thumbs to ring fingers, flowers, and then seeds coming down. Draw this green energy from deep under the ground and have it fill through your body as you move. Bathe all the tissues of your body in this green force. Deep, full breaths. Moving from that horse stance to the bow stance and so on. Breathing in, filling all the tendons and the ligaments, all the flesh with the green energies. Finding all those parts of the tree, the roots, limbs, branches, the little branches and twigs, and then the leaves, millions of leaves surrounding you. And then the flowers coming out, and then seeds coming down. Good. Standing Wuji. Breathe that green force into you. Imagine and feel yourself as a vast tree, a very, very tall tree. And the green force pushes through you, emerges out of you as millions and millions of leaves. Immerse your mind in this green fields of energy and start to breathe into the green energies. All right, good. Now we're going to work with the other 4 of the 8 extraordinary channels. So this 7th of the 8 brocades is actually in 3 parts. So the first part is like this. I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. So the hands are going to come up fairly close to your body, though of course not touching it as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, the hands are going to go out, forming a big circle. Let the hands connect energetically down to the feet. And draw the energy from under the ground all the way up. The hands can go up and then down. So you're making this big circle. This circle goes up above you and rolls out in front of you, but just keep your spine straight as you do this, and then comes back down into your feet. Breathing from under the ground, under your feet, up through your body, and then making this big circle down. You want to open all the fingers. What you're doing here is you're stretching open all the channels to start to access the Yin Chao, Yang Chao, Yin Wei, and Yang Wei channels underneath the regular channels. Making this big wheel of energy. Good. Now we're going to work with the Yin Cha and the Yang Wei. So now I've moved my stance closer to a horse stance, a little bit wider, and you're going to make this triangular pyramidal shape, coming upwards and inwards, and then breathing out, going downwards and outwards. And literally all we're doing is activating every channel in the human energy system that moves upwards and inwards as we breathe in. That's all the Yin Chao channels. And every channel in the human energy system that moves downwards and outwards as we breathe out, and that's all the Yang Wei channels. Now, I think the easiest way to understand this is to imagine like a pine tree, a Christmas tree, where you've got branches extending downwards and outwards from every horizontal level, forwards, backwards, and to the sides, all around you. And we're activating those right now. As you breathe in, it's a lunar, feminine energy. And as you breathe out, it's a masculine, more solar energy. Deep, full breaths. Upwards and inwards, Luna, calming, and then downwards and outwards all around you and spreading out to the surface of the earth. The yin chao is a spiritualizing energy, like a crescent moon. It's a feminine energy, and the yang wei is an earth dominating, territory expanding energy. Let's say earth dominating, let's say world dominating. It's establishing your territory. Or just the sovereignty of the energy fields around you. All right, good. Now we're going to reverse that. So now it's going to be like an upside down Christmas tree. Pyramid or triangle upside down. Working with those same types of energy movement. So as you breathe in, all the channels that move upwards and outwards from all horizontal levels in all directions, front, sides, and back. And this is we call the yang qiao. And then as you breathe out, downwards and inwards on those same trajectories, the yin wei. So the yang qiao is a solar, expanding, protective, spiritualizing energy. And the yin wei is a feminine, sinking down, dissolving energy. The yang qiao goes upwards and outwards beyond your energy system towards everything. And the yin wei sinks downwards and inwards through you, dissolving the ego, dissolving toxins, dissolving identity towards nothing, non-attachment. The yin wei sinks a taproot down into the ground, straight down. The yang qiao extends upwards and outwards with light and blue and gold. Extends upwards and outwards to the heavens. And the yin wei sinks downwards and inwards to the earth and down into the earth. Okay, good. Then we're going to work with the eighth of the 8 brocades. And this again is in 2 parts. So the first part is pulling down the heavens, which itself is in 3 parts. So pulling down the heavens is just harmonizing your energy fields. You've moved a lot of energies around, a lot of elements, a lot of channels. So you just want to smooth the energy. Just let it be smooth. You're just using your hands, moving through the chi fields in front of your body, just to smooth everything out, harmonize, settle, calm, soothe. And now we're going to do that to the sides. And then breathing out, just bringing the hands down the sides, just soothing, calming, centering the energy. Soothing everything out, redistributing any excess energies, equalizing the energy fields and channels, and now in the back. Smoothing out the energy fields, equalizing everything, calming it all down. All right, good. The last portion of the 8 brocades, we're going to seal up the chi into the body. that we've been working with. So to do this, you're going to come up on your toes, and as you do so, you're going to pull the fist back like this, so that the thumb grasps onto the fingers and the fingers pull back. So coming up on the toes. Now, when you drop down, which you're going to do in a second, as you drop down, you're going to shoot the hands forward and you're going to drop the chin down so that the shock wave from your heels goes up through the bone structure of your skull. If you keep your head in neutral and you drop down, that shock wave is going to go through your cerebellum and through your brain, and we actually really don't want that. We want the shock wave to travel through your bones. Because what we're doing right now is we're drawing the chi into the bones. Okay, so breathing in, drop the chin, and then breathe out. And again, breathe in. And as you drop down, just pull the chin in a little bit, boom. The hands are gonna shoot forward as the weight drops onto the heels, breathing in. Now, before you breathe out, tighten all the muscles in your body. And when you breathe out, relax. And again, so you're gonna tighten the leg muscles, the arm muscles, pelvis, belly, solar plexus, chest, neck, and head. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the muscles. Drop the head down, bring the hands forward. And once again, let's do that again. Take your time, just gently tighten everything. Breathe in, and when you need to, breathe out. You just do it 4 or 5 times. And that'll help to seal the energy from the surface layers kind of back into your body, back into the bones, and then into the marrow. That's just a little sealing method for taking that energy that you had and connecting it. Okay, I'm going to pull people off of mute. I'm going to unmute you all. Attempt to unmute you all. So I just want to do a quick check-in before we do a meditation. I can't seem to unmute anybody. You can unmute yourselves if you want to say hi. Hello, people.
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
It's Alex from Circle of Light.
Okay, good to know.
I didn't know you were this good.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed.
All right, I appreciate that. I've been doing it for 40 years, so
40
I got a
years.
little background with Qigong.
Gosh. You'll be seeing more of me for sure.
Well, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a meditation for like 10 minutes or so, and then we'll close. So I think everyone's unmuted. But I'll tell you what, if you want to say anything now, feel free. If not, then we'll start the meditation. And then maybe we can chat again for a minute or two after the meditation. So I'm just going to mute you all again. And off we go. So first of all, sit on the edge of a chair so that your sits bones are on the chair, but your genital region is actually slightly off the chair. This is it's a Taoist idea for, excuse me, looking at the angle of this camera, going, what's up? Okay, it's a Taoist idea for energy circulation. Now, if that gets too uncomfortable for you, that's okay. You can just, you know, sit back in your chair or something, it's fine, but just for now. And then forgetting about how to or whatever, just go ahead and breathe deeply. Let your body find those deep breaths again. So we're going to do a little sequenced meditation. So what I want you to do is for 10 breaths, I want you just to focus on the breath, the sensation of the breath itself. All right, good. Now for the next 10 breaths, I want you to listen to the sound or sub-vocalize the sound hum as you breathe in, and ha as you breathe out. That's hum, like H-U-N-G, hum, and ha, like H-A-A-A, as you breathe out. So what I want you to do for 10 breaths is listen to those sounds as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Hung on the in-breath, ha on the out-breath, but also focus on the sensation, the physical sensation of the breath going in and out of the body. All right, good. Now, for 10 breaths, I want you to feel the breath moving in each one of your fingers in sequence. So start with one of your fingers and work through all 10 fingers, one breath per finger. All right, good. So now for 10 breaths, I want you to focus on hum as you breathe in and ha as you breathe out. But don't pay attention to your breath. Just listen to the sound with your mind. Very good. Now for the next 10 breaths, just listen. Just listen to whatever sounds are around you. Okay. And lastly, for the next minute or two, just put your attention on the one or the force within you, which is aware, which is conscious. Put your awareness on the awareness. All right, good. So let's do 3 Om salutations to close. So we're going to chant Om 3 times. And listen for the overtones within your own voice, because we won't be able to really hear each other. All right, good. And I'll unmute everybody.
I totally felt like there was a lot more vibration going on in my body during that last Om than my own. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Interesting thing for me was that I heard, I could hear, I got the overtone in my own voice on the last one. I didn't on the first joke. Overtoning is, a very interesting phenomenon with chanting, because you can overtone between people's voices, and that's very powerful. Or you can overtone actually inside of your own voice, which is interesting too. Alrighty, so I don't know that I'm going to continue using Zoom. I'm really going to make an effort to find a different webinar platform, because I want to be able to see people. So I will
But
attempt to let
Adam,
people know.
you can see people. It's you know, I'm doing Pilates and she sees each one of us also. So
Yeah, but she may not be using a webinar format. She may be using just a meeting
webinar doesn't
format.
let the host see.
Yeah.
Webinar doesn't let you see.
So I'm gonna do a bit of work on it. I'm probably gonna get rid of Zoom and use a different platform, because I want a platform for webinars, because I'm putting together a bunch of, you know, more complicated stuff. But I want to be able to see people too. So I'll let you guys know. Yeah.
thank you, Adam.
My pleasure. I'll be back next week. Just going to keep doing this each week on Monday, 7:30 p.m. Feel free to come. Feel free to tell your friends. Qigong is good. Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Thank,
welcome.
thank you.
My pleasure. I'll catch you all later then. Bye.
Always-
Bye.
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 Always good to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Adam,
Who am I speaking to?
Alex.
Oh, hi, Alex. What's happening?
I'm just checking because I'm feeling my throat a lot.
Uh-huh.
Is that normal?
You mean just since you started this Qigong, or in general?
Yeah. Just after the Qigong.
Maybe drink some water.
Okay.
You know, I mean, that's a lot of deep breathing if you're not used to doing Qigong, and it's a lot of stuff in general, a lot of energy moving. So, you know, maybe drink some water, relax. Yeah.
Is this a mixed style? Because I heard
Yeah.
Jing, but I don't know the other ones.
Yeah, this is three different styles of Qigong. The first one is Juju Yangshan Qigong. Juju meaning like 99, Yangshan meaning like, you know, longevity promoting. My tones are probably wrong. Yeah, Jojo Yangshan. And that comes from, yeah, thank you, Jojo Yangshan. And that comes from my teacher, Go Brain Go, Go Brain Go. My brain's blanking out. My teacher, Jia Shu-san, he actually lives in San Jose. He's a Bagua master. And I studied Bagua with him, but he developed this Qigong system because he was paralyzed in a very serious accident, very seriously paralyzed too. 2 surgeries, and all the doctors said there was no hope, he would never walk again. And so he developed this Qigong system as part of the process of him healing his body, and he completely healed it. And he got it to the point where he could dissolve and reform the bones, which is a stage in Qigong. Wow. And he went on to win the Chinese national Bagua tournament 3 years after that accident. But you know, from the accident, he was paralyzed completely. You know, like no sensation in his legs, no bowel control, no bladder control. You know, couldn't move, couldn't walk for months, and then had 2 failed back surgeries, and was told he'd never walk again. And then healed himself to the point that he could win a Chinese national Bagua tournament, which, if you know anything about Bagua, you know that's very hard to do if you're very not paralyzed. That's his Qigong system is a tendon and ligament and a joint system, but it's much more sort of a dynamic movement and stretching Qigong system. The second type of Qigong we did was the standing Qigong. The standing Qigong is a very long history in China. It's known as, you know, Jianzhuang, or sometimes people will refer to it as Yichuan standing, or immortal post, standing like a post. It's got a lot of different names, but basically it's static postures that you hold. It's a very powerful Qigong system, very, very useful for healing. Not that easy to teach, because you've got to really check people's alignments and stuff, which is not easy to do. Can't really do that on Zoom. And then the last style is just a Yang style Tai Chi version of the 8 brigades, because the 8 brigades has many different, the Baduanjin has many different, you know, variational possibilities. You could do it in a sort of a Kung Fu Shaolin style, or you can do it in a Tai Chi style, and even other kinds of styles. So this is a Yang style Tai Chi version of the 8 brigades that I think was developed by Yang Xiaotong, the grandson of Yang Chengfu. And then it was taught to my teacher, well, it was taught to his disciple Chu King Hong, and then taught to my teacher. So, and then what I've done with that, you know, because I've been doing that since I was 18 years old. So at this point, what I've done with it is I've kind of tweaked it a bit so that I can get all the elements and all the channels in there. Tweaked it a little bit, not very much, but just a little. So.
It was very good, and it's a little bit esoteric too, right?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, I'll be
stuff.
back. Thank you. I
All right,
didn't
great. You
know.
take
I don't
care.
know why I didn't take it before. Like, I think you just started doing this on Zoom though, right?
Yeah, before it was live, you know, I normally teach in my clinic in Los Gatos, which you're welcome to come to once the, you know, the stay-at-home stuff is over. But I think I'm going to keep doing it on Zoom as well, so we can get
Yeah.
other people in. Yeah. Where are
Yeah,
you
because
located?
well, I'm in San Francisco.
Okay, I
So
gotcha. I'll keep doing it on Zoom.
awesome. Thank you so
All right,
much.
you're welcome. Take care.
Good night.
All right, good night. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna close down this meeting for now. Bye.